All right, to test this, let's go ahead and open up the project. And inside of this JSON placeholder configuration, let's create a class, or actually JSON placeholder package. Let's create a class called JSON, and then place, and then older, and then configuration, and then enter. And you've seen this before. So here, this will be add and then configuration. And the only reason why we need this is so that we can execute some code. So here we're going to have another command liner and then runner. And this will be, let's just call it runner. And here what we're going to do is inject the client in a second, and then return, and then args, and end this with semicolon. And here let's say at and then bean, and we're going to name this as let's just name this as that. So just like that. And now inside we can basically inject, let's inject this client. So JSON placeholder client, and then I'm going to say placeholder, or actually JSON placeholder client. So let it be the full name. So here let's just say JSON placeholder dot, and then you see that we have get posts, and then here I'm going to say size. So I just want to basically print the number of posts that we get back, and just like that. And then here I'm going to say south just before, and then I'm going to paste that URL so that we have for reference. So now let's also print. So we're going to say south, and then we're going to say JSON placeholder client dot, and then get, and then post, and then post ID of 1. So let me just say south. So we have basically, let me just say posts, and then just let me grab this, oh actually the entire line, and then so I'm gonna have double space in there, and then paste that in, and here I'm gonna say / and then 1, so we see what's happening. Now let me also put this here so you see everything in one line, and the same here. So now let's go ahead and actually start the application. So if I play, and basically we should see in the console that we will be making the requests and getting the jokes. Just give it a second, and there we go. And check this out. So here, so we have the URL, and then basically 100 jokes in here, and then we made a request to post / 1, and this is the post that we get. So this is really nice. You can see it's a long object. So there you have it. So you saw, so you see that if I copy this and then go back here, and then let's search for that. So search for that, and you can see that it's the exact same joke that we got. So you can see that OpenFay is so awesome as a REST client. So we basically configured the client, we said that this is the URL, and basically now we can pretty much just basically start consuming data from other APIs. So here we took this from this API, and then we created a client, but you could pretty much just use any API that you want. And the cool thing about OpenFay is that when it comes to microservices, so if you want to connect microservices together, where your microservices might expose APIs and then the other ones might consume, then this is a perfect REST client for you to use in your applications. So if you have any questions on OpenFA, go ahead and let me know. But in here on the Spring Cloud documentation, if I go to OpenFA, so OpenFA right here, and then go to Learn and then Reference. So in here, you can learn a lot more about OpenFA. So basically, you can even intercept the request and then add some parameters, or actually some headers, basic auth as well. You can configure it, tricks. So you can see this is some configuration that you can do. You can have your own encoders, decoders, so on and so forth. So go ahead and experiment with OpenFA and read these docs. If you have any questions, please do let me know. Otherwise, catch me on the next one.